I know, but I was effectively saying with how you actually worded it right there, it kind of
I mean, the
acted
way
as a
I worded it,
segue into what I was saying.
the way I worded it basically implies it being something similar to like Digimon,
Yeah,
because wasn't one of the Digidestins like literally, hey, my phone's glowing when I'm near you. Turns out we're both Digidestins, or something
I
like that, like the Digivice or their Digimon or whatever.
yeah. I, it's been a long time since I've watched Digimon of the original Digidestined and all that.
Like, I'm trying to remember which one that was, or which because not all the Digimon tamers knew each other inside some of the Digimon animes. And even then, they don't know each other are Digimon tamers unless they have their Digimon around or they notice a strange feeling from the tamer.
Yeah.
A good example was Renamon's tamer because, yeah, the main character met her a few, probably had seen her a couple of times in the walking around, but did not realize that hey, they're also a tamer until Renamon showed up.
Attacking Goldmon without warning.
Yes. Or, hey, the Digimon knows that you're a Digimon tamer because the Digimon sells Digimon, kind of deal.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't watched every single Digimon series, so I don't know every single how the tamers met, kind of deal. But I will use simplistic styles of explanations of things because A, the simplistic versions can be even as vague as you want if you explain it inside the correct way, and B, it allows you to explain it without having to spoil what you have planned.
I can use at least one other reference piece to not spoil exactly everything on the scaling situation, while it's still
What piece do
also
you want to do that?
fitting with the lore situation. So, oh, as I've already mentioned, everybody having the mark of Dreamer's Hope, think Isekai alongside it.
Yeah, I mean, I get your idea with that, but the issue of doing it as with Izukai alongside it, that's going to cause other problems. Not problems for like your world building, problems for the players.
Hmm.
Because let's say somebody does something like Dustin Elysian Tale style, where hey, person died, came back, but yet they have a familiar feeling of a big bad guy who's keeping an eye on them and will attack the party at random without any explanation as to why. Kind of scenarios.
That's part of the reason why I did say the fact I would work with the players about potential talking on connecting the character story scenario. Effectively, with that, I'm more so checking with each of the players, seeing what type of world their character came from, and that would be to help build the premise of their situation with the world as well.
Oh, okay, but I can still see some other issues with that because again, we're going back to the fact of Izukai. Izukai can literally give the characters a reason to metagame.
Yeah,
Like
that
using the idea of Izukai makes issues. Just saying it's a reincarnation from somebody in that world would technically be better. Then they're not able to bring information from like a different universe. Like, for example, oh hey, this world doesn't have guns yet. I'm gonna make the first gun because I know how to make gun and gunpowder.
Luca.
Yeah, I'm just using that as an example. I'm not saying that you can't do what you want. It's going to be a bit interesting what people will try to use. The stream rewinded for me, so I'm hearing me talk about the gunpowder a second time.
That's interesting.
But you get where I'm getting at. Like, there's a lot of things that you have to factor in if they're going to make it into an isekai style involved for the story. You're going to have to do like some limitation. Like, I know you're also typing into my DMs probably to try and explain that, hey, maybe that's not going to be the issue because, hey, certain things from said world could be involved in that world kind of scenario. I'm just saying the fact that people could use, again, Izukai as a way to metagame. And I feel like personally that that might be a bit much, especially for if you get brand new players into tabletop game into the game. And that's all that I'm really trying to get at. I get that you're probably trying to explain to me while I'm cleaning up the store how you're going to do the way the world's going to work in the scenario. I'm just letting you know what my concerns are for what you just said, kind of deal.
Yeah, I'm going to at least say this is vocally. The condition when I mention things as a condition, it does actually also mean the fact that eventually that would go away in some form because of how the world building would work.
That's fine. But as long as you understand where my concern was, that's all I was really trying to do.
Yeah, I
Because let's be honest, Izukai anything is horrifying when you look at it in terms of tabletop. That's why the spell reincarnation is very horrifying when you think about it. If you remember what the spell reincarnation does.
I'm going to say this, Luca. When I'm referring to it as isekai, I'm not referring to death, rebirth isekai. I'm more speaking like time,
World?
time slip
Time. Interesting.
isekai.
So, like, people could be brought from the past or the future into the present kind of deal?
It's still different worlds, same time.
So, more like pulling from past, from potential futures and potential past from, like, alternate timeline universes.
Alternate universe, pulling from alternate universes to help from the original world setup that the Mark of Dreamer's Hope is afflicted in.
Okay, well, that brings up a different issue on top.
But
But it's not an issue for you or your world, it's an issue for the player. Because they can have enemies from that are similar to the previous ones that may have extra damage from this type of attack. Meanwhile, inside the world that you're in right now, kind of deal, they are completely resilient to that attack, or heal from said attack. Like, you can cause a whole bunch of shenanigans with that then.
yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and just reveal one piece of the hand real quick that I was actually going to hold on to.
Onto it. You don't have to explain it for me or the chat. You can just explain it at the end. I'm just saying that that's hilarious.
Okay.
Because that
Actually,
allows you to basically make the game more challenging if your players feel like it's too easy or are going through like your milestones way too fast that you're not able to do the next part of the story easily. Like, going with that kind of idea is actually pretty good. Like, actually not a bad idea. Like, you can have a world where, like, here's a great example. Alternate dimensions. Hey, vampires aren't weak to sunlight or garlic or a stake through the heart. Hey, this world, garlic is super deadly to vampires. Third world, vampires are just like normal human beings. The entire party arguing on how to kill a vampire boss. Like, that is what you basically enable, and it's so funny to me.
yeah. Though there is also the ability, as you said, where some of the party might know how to build different weapons that the other ones didn't know about.
Or, hey, this is how we make gunpowder in our world. Hey, this is how we make gunpowder in our world. Which one's more effective? Who knows?
Yeah.
Like, this is, like, yeah, that is hilarious to me. But that also brings up more issues of, hey, they're going to be trying to metagame. But you can counter that metagame now because of how you have it set up. As, hey, it's not them from another world that already knows the information, it's them from an alternate world where the information could be entirely incorrect.
However,
you never know. Maybe the chemical reaction in this world to make gunpowder is not the same as the other world, so when they try to make the gunpowder, it doesn't work.
though I'm also going to ask this. Who said the time slip is on a high level party from a different world?
I'm not saying it's a high level party. Obviously, they're going to be starting off as low levels because they're supposed to, but that doesn't mean that the information of said world that is common knowledge not be common knowledge for whatever they were studying for their classes would not be screwed up when they switch to another